Hey everyone, it's me, Cupie83.
And Barbie0913.
And we went to the Chicago Toy Show this morning.
50th anniversary of the show.
Yes. And we wanted to talk about it, show you what we found, and talk about a bit of our haul.
It was packed.
It was really, really crowded.
And we were 20 minutes late. But I don't think that would, well, people were there 20 minutes before us and grabbed things.
They were, but we weren't that late. But it was busy from like the start. And some shows we'll get there and it's not as crowded. Like there will be one room that's crowded, but like some of the other ones are just kind of like hit or miss. But this was actually, I think, consistently crowded.
Even the outside, the other building, it was full.
Yeah, so they had like the 2 rooms filled and then 3 of the outside rooms, I want to say.
Wasn't it? Was it 3 or 4?
Maybe 4. And they didn't have all the outside rooms. There's like swine and like the other one that they occasionally filled. Those weren't. But the ones that had walls were. And then one without walls.
One without walls, yeah.
So it was on the King County Fairgrounds property. It is, as my mom said, 50 years. This year there's 3 shows. So there's one, I believe, in July and
July
October.
21st, I think. Yeah.
If you're someone who's used to getting their postcards, by the way, they're no longer sending postcards because they got too many returns on the postcards. So they're not wasting their money on them. And so you have to, like, just keep an eye on, like, your email and stuff for more information on the show.
The quirk, what is that called? The little square thing.
There was, like, the QR
code
thing. So if you've gone to the show, you can register, which we didn't do, for a free yearly pass. And now to get that chance to win, you have to like scan the QR code and then you're taken to a page and then from there you can win. So this is the year we should have done it because not as many people are tech savvy and will do it.
That's right, because I'm not tech savvy.
Not everyone carries their phones with them. Some people are older. They're like, what's a QR code?
That's what I said. What do I have to do?
So we should have done that, but unfortunately, alas. But there was a variety of things, as we usually say.
Yep.
Less on the doll front.
A lot less, yes.
So that's funny. It's gone from like their own little building to like an atrium of like maybe 8 to 10 tables.
Not a part of an atrium.
3 or 4 tables in the atrium.
Yeah, it was really sad. I don't know where all the doll people were. They should have really signed up.
Yeah.
Unless there's another show that goes on at that time.
Yeah, it was kind of sad. Like, it was definitely not a show if you're just a dedicated doll collector that you would find something. And you might find something you love, but it would be something very specific.
And our interests are varied. But I still ended up with dolls. You ended up with dolls.
Yeah. So, I mean, they have a lot of, like, Star Wars, and as the years go on, more 80s stuff.
Yeah. Well, actually, that would be kind of good, because I'd like to see some of the old 80s stuff.
Yeah. So. I'd still like to see more ponies. Pony people. You gotta come to the Chicago Toy Show.
They probably saved their money for the other one.
You can't just go to the My Little Pony convention all the time. You have to come to this one so I can buy from you.
But the convention would be fun.
So fun.
She dragged me to a pony convention before. Yeah, and it was a lot of fun. She also dragged me to a gem convention, which was the tiniest little convention in the world, but it was a lot of fun.
It was fun. It was poorly managed, but it was, I would 100% go again.
It was fun. It was fun. I got some dolls. It was a whole lot of fun.
Yeah. So I like going to those weird, like, kitschy sort of conventions.
Like the Godzilla one we're going to go to.
Yes, that's in July. I'm actually excited because I'd like to buy some cool dinosaur Godzilla thing. So that should be fun. That is in Rosemont in July if you are local to the area.
Also in July. July is going to be busy.
Yes. But yeah, 80s stuff, Star Wars. What else did you see?
There were some things that I didn't get to buy, but that's okay because they didn't want to go down lower on the price. They had a Stoopsy. They had one of the Big Tall Norphins, which I've been looking for the Big Tall Norphins. They did have a Little Miss No Name, but I'm looking for one that's not in great shape because I want to rebody her. So I didn't want to take that pretty little one and buy her.
Yeah, plus she was still kind of expensive.
She was expensive still, but her hair was nice.
What else did they have?
They had
action figure stuff, car
wrestlers,
stuff,
wrestlers.
wrestlers.
They still had Frankenstein kind of stuff.
They had a lot of Godzilla stuff.
Yeah,
like
tons of
monster movie stuff.
Yeah. Tons of people that did 3D printing.
Yeah, a lot more that did 3D printing than in past.
And their stuff is really affordable. There was a guy who had like the stand up the robots and stuff, and he made them, and you could put them in your house. They were so cool, and they were actually affordable.
Yeah.
We couldn't put it in the car, you know. We wouldn't have been able to. We saved it for other people to do.
Yeah, next time.
And then backdrops that people make, like the cantina, which is really cool, and those are all 3D printed too.
Yeah.
Really neat stuff.
So there was some fun, creative people who decided to vend at this show. Not a lot of like the Barbie fronts that I thought. There are a handful of Barbie vendors, but
It's the
not a
same
ton.
pink boxes, the same, or later
Yeah.
ones.
That's what I said in another video. It's like all the same. Like there's years of pink box.
I
but we
know.
only ever see like the same 50 Barbies.
Yeah, I know.
So I don't understand. Where's the rest of them?
Yeah, and the prices were weird on them.
Yeah.
Or you could get ones that seemed like Alexander's that were kind of like really cheap because Alexander prices aren't very good anymore. So people come and they bring their stacks of those with too.
Yeah.
But it is the same ones.
Yeah, but it's definitely a toy show. Like so,
Oh, yeah.
It's worth checking out if you're in the area, and you're like a toy collector. You just want to see what treasures there might be.
Fun stuff to look at. A lot of tall people in our way, so it's a good thing we did the before the show kind of thing, because that way we could tell if there was one thing that we remembered. Oh wait, we went to that person's room, so we kind of know what was there, because we wouldn't have been able to get into their booth.
Yeah, and I also think like you lucked out with the Kittles, because they would have been incredibly hard to spot
I
if we
would
were
have
just
never seen
walking around the room.
No, I would have ignored that container totally. Yeah.
Yeah. Speaking of which, if you did not see it, we did a video on the room sales that are attached to the Chicago Toy Show previously. So check that out. It was the first time we went to the room sales, and it was 100% worth it.
Yeah.
So you can see our haul from those in that video. But yeah, we would have never spotted the Kittles.
No. Too many people, too many tall people.
And then like prices would be hard to find, and you have to then ask for the case to be opened.
And which person is handling the booth so that you knew who to talk to.
Yeah.
It gets a little confusing.
We did see some stuff that we were looking for that we didn't pick up. Like there was a big Norfin troll. That was really cool, but he was like $100.
Yeah, they still wanted 100 for him.
Yeah, there was a lot of gem stuff.
Yeah, you did see the gem stuff.
But it was very expensive gem stuff. And I'm unfortunately at the point where I have all the dolls. I just need the outfits, and I'm not going to pay like an exorbitant amount of money for a gem outfit.
Because they're mint on card.
I'm just going to open it.
I know.
They're not gold.
I know they're not gold.
This is not like, I'm not going to spend an arm and a leg on a gem outfit.
Buy
I just
me a
want to find them at Savers.
Buy me a Synergy outfit. That's what I need a Synergy.
Come on, Gem Convention.
Yeah.
Chicago. Yeah, it was just a very busy show. I think the sellers were doing pretty well.
Yeah, there were a lot of big boxes that people were buying. Yeah.
Yeah, and I saw a lot of people walking out with not just one thing, but multiple things. So there was that.
So hopefully
I think,
you can tell in the pictures.
Yeah, which we tried to take as many as possible, but, read the baby, the toddler, who the moment we got in there was like, why am I in this stroller?
She fell asleep though, so we were able to
Yeah.
do a lot of it with her sleeping.
So thankfully,
Yeah.
she fell asleep.
And she even got a couple things. See, that's the extra things.
That's true, yeah.
She did get a couple
I have to
things.
bring them over for the video. But what else about the show? Is there anything else to talk about?
Let's see. I mean, there were stacks of dolls in the rooms that were the swine rooms and those, but the only thing about those is you've got the wind coming in and the weather, and then you know that they feel like they've been in an attic or a basement, so I don't always shop over there on that section. But lots of cars. The cowboy people were there again with the
Mm-hmm.
westerns. I like them. There were a few booths that weren't around, but
Right.
the biggest thing in the world. You want a Funko? Go there.
Yeah, there's the Funkos everywhere.
Funkos everywhere, totally. We did see one on the way out that was one of the big ones, which was
Yeah.
kind of cool. I mean, if you're going to go buy a Funko, buy something really cool.
Yeah. I mean, the thing is, they have lots of Funkos, but they don't have, like, there's so many Funkos out there. Because I'm in the market for the gem and the holograms ones, because I never bought them. And they never have those. I'm like, come on now.
And then the Disney people that we used to buy from, well, she used to buy from,
Yeah.
they don't seem to come anymore. And there's two
Yeah.
other groupings that have the Disney stuff. But it's really hard to look at the pin books because you've got a massive amount of people behind you.
It's really hard to shop their pins. I would love to, because I bought some really cute pins at the shows, but like it's just so hard to go through because you're shoulder to shoulder with people, and
Right.
it's never priced like so it's kind of tough.
And they weren't bringing any really cool stuff. So
No.
that's the trouble too.
Yeah, and like a lot of them don't do fantasy pins, and I think fantasy pins now they're priced better and more interesting than the Disney park pins. We did see we didn't pick up a companion piece to what my mom just bought.
Yeah.
So she bought, in the other video you'll see Beanie and Cecil like travel kit.
Right, and then there's one that a lot of people use as a lunchbox. It's a circle one, and I didn't have enough cash to go get that too. Then I would have had them all.
Yeah, so there was the larger size version of what my mom bought in miniature yesterday or the day before.
But it's something I can hunt for later, so it's
Yeah.
okay.
It'll
I know
probably
it
be back
exists.
next time anyways.
I know. I was thinking of that. The next one they'll probably have, and they'll probably be in that same booth.
Yeah. That's the thing. A lot of the stuff at the show, you see show after show after show. Except we didn't see Mary Poppins this time around.
No, I wonder if somebody bought her.
Maybe. Maybe they weren't even there. I don't even know.
Yeah, maybe.
Anything else?
No, I'm good.
Okay. So let's go to the haul portion of this video. The loot, the thing people want to see.
It's girl things, but
It is. So, my mom bought more items than me. I did buy one item, but it's an item that I've looked at like show after show after show, and been like, oh, it's kind of cute, but it's so much money. It's kind of cute, but it's so much money. And I finally just bit the bullet and was like, fine.
being a mother, puts that dent in your wallet already.
Yes. So I was selfish and spent more money than I should have. But it's something, as I said, I've seen show after show after show after show and been like,
Right.
I like it, I like it, I like it, I like it. So eventually you just have to be like, I'm going to buy it. Or I'm giving up on the dream. So, you want to start?
Sure. There's one booth that we go to that has a lot of, I don't know, what would you call it? It wouldn't be the newer dolls, and she does a lot of vintage dolls. So I usually go in there and look for Kittles. This time they had upsy downsies. Yeah. So I got a couple upsy downsies. This is Baby So High, and it's got everything. It's got the board. It's got the advertisement. It has the plane, and it has the little guy inside. Really cool.
Cute.
I have some of these, like on and off, but I have some of these, but they're not in really good condition anymore because I was a little kid and you took them everywhere, and depending on where everything was stored, everything would mess up. So these are really pretty, and they're bright and colorful.
Yes.
And I got this one, which is the fireman.
So cute.
Isn't he cute? Flossy glossy with his, he's missing a ladder on one side of his fire engine, but that's okay. I don't mind. He's got his hat still. And I think I have a hat for the other guy too that I have. But it's cute. They're so bright and colorful.
I know you don't always see the accessories with them.
Yeah, and they made this nice little packet with the little board and everything. And this one I've got, this is Mother, whoops.
Mother what now?
Mother What Now, which I've got parts of it. I don't have the buggy on it, but this is a downsy. And if you're going to get an upsy, you're going to get a downsy too.
Gotta even it out.
Got to even it out. And skipping ahead, this is one of the first things I saw. There was a patina fashion doll, and I've been looking for one of these for a while.
Yes.
Lost out at a in estate sales. The person, they opened the door and let one more person go in, and we would have been next. And they let her in, and then she went straight down to the basement and knew exactly what she was looking for and grabbed it.
You probably got a better price. That's what I'm going to say.
That's a good thing. Sure, I got the better price of it. No, but she does have her tail, and she's wearing an outfit, and she has sandals on. So now she'll be kind of fun to look to see if I can find clothing.
Yeah.
I think there's somebody that makes clothing for her too, because I thought maybe she would work out with a Barbie outfit, but her waist is bigger. To me, it looks her waist and her hips. But she's so cute.
And earlier this weekend, my mom was like, well, I want to get one of those, like, anthropomorphic dolls or whatever. And I was like, oh, the patina one. So, like, we had brought it up this weekend, and then it just happened to be at the first booth we saw.
But she's so cute. She's got her little ears.
She's so cute.
The only thing on her that's an issue, well, it's not an issue. She's got eyelashes here, but the ones on this side are gone. So those weren't rooted in. They must have just made one.
False lashes that they glued in?
Like a toothbrush kind of thing, bristles, and put them in, glued them in.
You can use BJD ones, too, if you really wanted to. But you can hardly tell.
I can hardly tell. I mean, if they hadn't put it on the note, I would have been totally clueless anyway. But she's so cute.
She really is cute.
And the last thing I got, and I got this stuff all from one vendor. She's a really nice vendor. And she does go down in price too.
They have Monster High, they have like Ever After High, they have ponies, they
My
have
Child's
Kittles.
I usually buy from there, yeah.
They have all these things, all the things.
So I got this, which is really cool. It's the Happy Go Around. It's a play set for them. And I'm like, I never got any of those play sets. It's missing the purple Tingle Dingle, but it has Foozy Woozy in there. So I have him. And it comes with 3 little cars that are like the little carousel. So I thought that was really cute. And it's something like bucket items. This. I've been getting bucket items, which is good because I could say I'm not going to get it maybe next time, but you know, nothing isn't written in stone that you're going to be around tomorrow. So I might as well smile at them now.
Yeah. It's been a Kittle weekend. If you watch the other video.
Kittle size, yes.
My mom got a whole bunch of Kittles, and now with the Upsy Daisies, now with
Upsy
the
Daisies.
Upsy Downsies. So it was a Kittle weekend.
It was my favorite time of year when Kittles and Upsy Downsies came out. That was a great time. I didn't know this one existed, but once I did, I thought she was so cute. And it's like ball jointed dolls they took from her and said, oh, let's make her.
Right.
Yeah, so it's kind of cool.
I think that's cool. She's very much like, kind of like Pinky Cooper.
She's like she's before
the
Pinky
first
Cooper.
Pinky Cooper.
Yeah.
Like Pinky Cooper took inspiration
Well,
from
the
her.
size, I think, is Pinky Cooper's size. I didn't pull one out to look.
Yeah, I think it's kind of an interesting inspiration for that line, probably.
It is.
So with what I purchased, it's a doll that I've looked at for ages. This older gentleman has this booth that has a bunch of old composition dolls that are more like character dolls, really, like Betty Boop and stuff, or like Little Lulu or whatever.
You know, like 1930s.
Yeah.
1940s.
And he has the coolest like display walls that he apparently made himself.
Because he was a woodworker.
So he's been at the show basically religiously since at least as long as I can remember. And there's always been this doll that I've like really liked because I always thought it was really cute. It's just, as I said, always been too much money, and then I was finally like, no one's buying it, so I should buy it. So this is
Because when you bond with one, you have to buy them.
And it's happened before that I've seen a doll, multiple shows. It's like my Nippon Hilda. I saw her multiple shows, and I was like, why did I just buy her? Every time I'm like, oh, she's so cute. But this is one of those. So this is a most likely 1930s, maybe early 40s composition Myrtle doll. She's based on a comic strip that was popular in like the late 30s and early 40s, I want to say. I still have to do a bunch of research. So eventually she'll have her own separate video, just for people that may be interested. I don't know who made her. She's not marked anywhere. There was nothing on the tag that said any sort of maker. But just for like aesthetically, you can tell she's a 30s or a 40s doll. Just like her look.
Yeah. You can tell she's a comic strip doll.
Yeah, you can tell. I mean, I don't think she looks a lot like the comic strip character, truthfully. But like she wears the same outfit and she has the same hairstyle.
She has Porky Pig eyes, which throws me. She just doesn't have ears for it.
Yeah,
So she's not a pig.
She looks a little like the Naughty Sue that I bought at a couple shows past. And that was also a 1930s comic strip or kids magazine character. I think her hair's supposed to be braided, potentially.
It's floss.
It is floss, and she just has painted features. Her dress, I'm trying to figure out if there's anything I could do to clean it, but I don't know with all the reds and the blacks.
Red, white, black. Yeah, I worry about something bleeding.
Me, I'm like, but this could be white. But really, she's not in bad shape.
That's what the braid would look like.
The seller's, I think it's supposed to be braided. The seller's granddaughter was there who was helping with selling. So a bunch of these must have just been in his collection. He didn't remember how long he'd had her, but I know that she's been on display for a while, waiting for an owner. And so I decided, I didn't buy anything at the other show, the doll show. I didn't buy anything in room sales. I do have something coming from AliExpress, but otherwise, it's like, I like her, I should splurge. She'll be pretty in my collection.
And maybe you know what comic strip she might be from, or Mabel. Mabel?
Yeah, well, I think the comic strip is right. I think it's the one you pulled up.
Okay. The family something?
Yeah, I'll put the title in there because I'm blanking on it at the moment. But who made her? Like, do you know who made her? Because I'm at a loss.
You'd like to know who made everything.
Well, I'd like to know if I got a good price.
Yeah.
I looked online, I saw none of them. So I want to know if, like, she was worth the price I paid, and kind of more information about her and like how long she was sold and all the stuff. So if you know who made a doll like this in the 30s and 40s based on the comic character Myrtle, I would appreciate you leaving a comment. But she's just super cute. So I'm happy to add her to my collection. I mean, I feel like with her and Naughty Sue now, it's almost like a character doll collection.
Yeah, no, the other one's adorable. You need to find her sister.
I need to find Roberta.
Yeah, you
so
do.
if you own a Naughty Roberta from like F&B maybe, from the 30s,
hard to
let
find.
me know.
You should put a call out to the people like UFDC. If anybody knows it.
Maybe.
Yeah.
They might. I mean, I feel like those folks do generally collect older dolls than even the 30s. But, yeah, maybe. We'll see.
Yeah.
So that's all I bought. But it was a bigger purchase, so I'm content. I'm happy.
Yes, we are happy with our purchases.
We saw a couple of you. It was great to see you. Hope you found some amazing things at the show.
Yes.
Do you have any final thoughts before we conclude?
Final thoughts. We got to get some more doll dealers, doll collectors in those sales tables. We really do. So if you know somebody who sells, tell them to come. You know somebody who's trying to get rid of some of their stuff, tell them to come, get a booth.
Yeah, or at the very least, tell them to buy a hotel room and do the room sales. And then they don't have to even do the show.
No, and that really worked out for me. That worked out for us because we would be able to see, oh, I wonder what's at that booth. Oh, wait, we've been to that booth. We were in their room. So, we knew what they had, and we'd already looked at their prices. We already looked at their stuff. So it was helpful.
Yeah. So tell your doll vendors, because I know there's some people who live closer by that could easily do the show. I don't know if it's the prices I don't know if the table prices are too expensive for doll vendors.
Might be going in, bringing boxes of
is.
stuff into your room and then to the show. That could be
Maybe. I don't know. But it would be nice to have more doll people because we have seen it go from, like I said, an entire room to like 4 tables.
It's really sad.
Yeah.
It's very sad.
So
I mean, when you know all the people that are coming to that dolls portion area, and you've seen them and you know them, and it's like, I shouldn't know them. There should be somebody who's different.
Someone brand new. I mean, yeah, it would be nice.
I mean, that's what it would be nice to know other states. Go to a doll show and see if other states actually take more care of their dolls and they bring a lot more that you would see that were more little upper echelon,
Yeah, I've seen a lot about the Ohio show.
But the people that came to this show were from Ohio.
That's true.
Everybody came from Ohio and Iowa.
So, Yeah, well, my mom said, let more doll people. We just need to bring back the doll people.
Yeah, I mean, it's nice that there's a separate little show, but it's also nice to have the combined one, especially because that's a toy also. A doll is a toy.
And it brings in more than just the collectors of dolls.
Right, it does. Yeah,
More people.
More people, and then more people will have interest in something else and say, not just say, oh, look at that little doll that's in the kind of grungy area. Let me buy that and I'll start a collection. Well, maybe you will do that, but it brings you other things. Like then people can say, oh, I want to get my childhood dolls again,
Right,
and
yeah.
find them. I mean, that's what I do.
Yeah.
Look for them.
Otherwise, it was a good show.
It
We saw
was.
a bunch
It was
of interesting things.
a little chilly, but it was good.
A little cold.
Yeah, a little cold.
So the next shows are in June.
July.
Puddles in June. So there's
Puddles in
a
June.
Naperville show at least in June.
And then July.
And then July. And then, so July is a toy show, and if you want to go to Godzilla Fest, it is also in July.
And that's going to be at Rosemont?
It's somewhere in Rosemont.
Yeah.
It's like G Fest or something.
Which you would never know about. I mean, these little shows that you never think about looking for. There used to be a G.I. Joe show, but that one kind of has seemed to go off the map.
Brick World is still here. That's a Lego show.
Yeah, but that's only what people made,
thought.
like the little people
Yeah.
and stuff, and it's not
Not as exciting.
not as exciting.
Otherwise, yeah, so we'll have to wait until June and July for more haul videos. But we'll definitely maybe
June.
do some different videos on maybe what we got.
Yeah.
I think she deserves her own video.
She's so cute.
She is adorable. And you'll see this girl more when I have more information on her.
I mean, she's just so cute. Come
She's
on.
so cute. And you have more in the line, don't you? Or no, it is the
No, I
hippo
think-
ones aren't part of her.
No, that's a different line.
Okay.
No, it's just her, and she was only out for a year.
Yeah.
So there's clothing according to the little video that was online, but I don't know if it's real or if it was just ones that they thought about making and maybe in a year they decided not
didn't
to.
sell.
I mean, everybody can find the swimsuit for her, but this is cute. I'll have to
Yeah.
see if this has a tag on it anywhere or if it's a mommy made.
Right.
But I'm so glad we get this done, then I can put things out.
Yeah, I have to figure out where to put her. I have no idea. But yeah, that was the Chicago Toy Show. So let us know what you got in the comments. And until next time,
We'll see ya.
bye.